Ako si Mark Lopez and my program is Pugad Vloggers, aired every Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. sa Radyo Bandido TV simulcast on 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. sa Sky Cable Channel 224 TV Plus boxes and on free-to-air TV. Also sa facebook.com 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. and our official YouTube channel.
Pugad Vloggers, ang kurap titirisin, salot sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers. Pugad Vloggers.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay ika-28 ng Marso, 28th of March. At ngayong gabi ay meron tayong isang panauhin. Hindi na siya bago sa ating palatuntunan. Dati na siyang naging co-host ng Pugad Vloggers. Ang ating kasama ngayong gabi ay walang iba kundi si Mr. Leslie Bocobo. At sa gabi ito ay maraming kaming pag-uusapan, particularly tungkol sa kanyang ginagawa sa kasalukuyan. Magandang gabi, Leslie.
Magandang gabi, Ethel. Magandang gabi sa mga nanonood at nakikinig ngayong gabi. I'm broadcasting live from Vigan City. Salamat sa iyong invitasyon.
Oo, na-miss ka na rin namin, ano? Dati bago mag-pandemya ay nagiging kasama natin si Mr. Leslie Bocobo sa ating programa. Okay. So, nabanggit mo, Leslie, na ikaw ay nasa Vigan ngayon. Tell us what's brewing, what's cooking aside from the empanada and longganisa in Vigan.
Teka muna, ang medium of communication ba natin, Tagalog ngayon?
Tagalog, English, kung
okay.
Bilingual tayo.
Okay. Bumabalik na yung mga, actually Vigan is open to tourism, both for local tourists and foreign tourists. Balik na lahat ng mga tindahan, bukas na. We're gearing up for Holy Week, so maraming darating na bisita in a few days. Fully booked na ang mga hotel dito. Halos wala ka nang makuha na kwarto.
Naku?
Oo.
Pupunta pa naman ako sana. Wala na ako. No room at the inn na pala.
Pag ikaw, meron palagi.
Yun ang gusto ko sa iyo eh. Okay. So, ating linawin, ano? Pagka nagpunta kami sa Vigan, may mga requirements pa ba? Kasi noong dati, no, nung nagpunta kami, kailangan ng may mga, ano ba to, whatever na kailangan na fill up, may mga forms, may mga RT-PCR. Leslie, tell us, what will take for us to go to Vigan?
Wala na. Everyone is free to enter Vigan. Basta wag ka lang magdala ng kontrabando. Siyempre, may mga police visibility. Yung tourist police, they're all over the city. They're just making sure that the peace and order situation of the city is kept well. No, the crime rate here is very low. Actually, down to a minimum almost zero, except for a few, alam mo naman, mga isolated cases. Other than that, Vigan is a safe city to walk at night, which I do, and in the early mornings.
Kailangan pa ba silang magdala ng vaccine cards? Yan ba ay hinihingi pa ng mga establishments sa Vigan?
Hindi na. Kasi expected na kung sino ang nakakasalubong mo, vaccinated na, hindi ba? That's why meron pa rin gumagamit ng mga face mask, pero hindi na required. Pareho sa Metro Manila, hindi na required ang gamit ng face mask. face mask. Kung kaya mong gumamit, okay lang. Hindi ka na sasabihan tulad ng dati.
Oo. Hindi naman mandatory. Kahit sa loob ng mga restaurants, mga bars, hindi na kailangan ng face mask.
Hindi na. Pero alam mo, naging ugali na natin na nagdadala ng face mask at siguro out of habit already,
Yes.
meron pa rin mga gumagamit. They're just being very careful, which is also a good practice for everyone. Kasi you'll never know, baka malusutan, di ba? Meron mga ganyan. So,
Oo nga, tama, no? Sa talagang kahit na tayo malaya na, ay kailangan mag-ingat pa rin. Ano? Huwag natin kalilimutan yung mga hygienic practices na which are really good, ano? Not just against COVID, but all the other kinds of infections that are airborne. Ngayon, tatanong ko, since we are attracting, you are inviting tourists to Vigan, paano ba, halimbawa, paano ba kami pumupunta sa Vigan kung wala kaming private na sasakyan? Halimbawa, galing dito sa Metro Manila, paano pupunta sa Vigan? At gano'ng kalayo ang Vigan? Gano'ng kalayo ang katagal ang travel time?
easy driving from Manila is about 7 hours.
Mhm.
Kung meron kang private plane, less than an hour. Okay?
Kung may walis, ilang minuto
pero
lang.
merong
Iwan na lang kalahati mong katawan.
pwede kalahating katawan.
Ah,
Pwede kang sumakay nung premium bus, yung Partas bus na makukuha mo sa tramo, may stasyon doon, tapos sa Cubao.
Bakit sinabing premium, Leslie?
Kasi ano yun pwede kang halos humiga doon sa ang laki ng upuan, merong comfort room, at saka talagang very spacious.
Oh,
It's
okay.
less than 1,000 pesos for each passenger. Very comfortable, and I would strongly recommend that kung ayaw mo magmaneho. Although the drive is also beautiful because the roads are very nice.
Smooth, no? Oo, napansin ko. So for less than 1,000 pesos, makapupunta sa Vigan, make that 2,000 kasi papunta at pabalik, no? Unless nakakita ka ng nagustuhan mo na doon, hindi ka na babalik sa Maynila. One-way ticket, no? But I'm sure everybody will fall in love with Vigan. So, nasa Vigan na. Saan naman ang mga usual na magagandang pwedeng pag-stayan? No? Ano yung, halimbawa, ako ay isang tourist on a budget. Meron bang mapupuntahan ang nagtitipid sa Vigan?
Vigan is, there you can see a lot of pension houses here, yung mga lumang bahay na ginawang tulugan for the traveler, for the weary traveler, and you can pay as low as 750 a night. May breakfast na yun kinabukasan na longganisa at saka sinangag, at saka talagang brewed coffee. So for 750 a night. So kung dalawang nights ka, 1,500 lang mga kaibigan. So yung pamasahe, 2,000 plus 2 nights, 1,500. So 3,500, nakapagbakasyon ka na sa Vigan ng 3 days, 2 nights. Pwede ka na maging tourist officer ng Vigan City. Marerecommend na natin sa City Hall.
Pero dun sa gusto namang mag-splurge, no? To see Vigan in style, no? I know that yung mga old houses, no, have a charm of their own, no? Kasi mga lumang house yan, by history, yung mga bahay na yan, pero dun sa mga gusto talaga na, you know, luxury accommodation, saan naman po pwede ang mga turista?
Pupunta ka dun sa Safari Hotel. Aarkila ka ng suite o kwarto, paggising mo sa umaga, pagpunta mo sa terrace, may mga usa doon naglalakad. Lalapit sa iyo, medyo very curious animals, titingnan nila kung anong pagkain mo.
Hindi, totoo ba yan? Seryoso?
minsan, may layon dadating, nagugutom, hindi titingnan yung pagkain mo, titingnan ka, ikaw ang gustong kainin.
Nako, baka tinatakot mo naman yung mga potential
No,
visitors.
but relatively the animals are tame, but it's always good to be careful.
Tamer than some people we know.
Yeah. But seriously, vegan has an accommodation for all types of budget. From the high end to the yung nagtitipid ka. Maraming backpackers dito. Makikita mo sila naglalakad, may backpack. Yun, pumupunta sa mga pension house yun. Siyempre, nagtitipid yun. Marami rin na pupunta dito in style. Mag-check-in sa mga 5-star hotel dito. Ganon.
Do I have to break the bank? How much is in style? What's the average?
Well, it can go as high as maybe 8,000 a night for a nice room, no?
Just like the Metro Manila hotels, no?
Because kahit probinsya pa rin ito eh. Probinsya pa rin. Vegan is populated by almost 200 ancestral houses.
Wow!
The more prominent is the 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗴𝗲 mansion, which housed our former president, si 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗴𝗴𝗲𝗀. It's medyo nasira sa July 27 earthquake, so inaayos yan.
Hindi siya open for curiosity seekers.
Tapos yung St. Paul Cathedral, it's the main edifice ng city, yung nasira yon ng earthquake. Dumating dito yung NCCA, yung National Commission on Culture and the Arts, tsaka yung NHCP, yung National Historical Commission of the Philippines. Kinausap yung aming mayor, sinabi, wag mong galawin yung simbahan. Although it's in vegan, technically, that belongs to us. It's a national treasure. It's a national. It belongs to the country. It belongs to the Filipinos. It's a national treasure. You cannot just fix it because there are certain ways. Sad to say, hindi sila bumalik para tulungan. So nag-aantay kami.
Nananawagan po kami sa National Historical Commission ba?
Well, I'm happy to have met Ivan Henares. He's the UNESCO representative here. He's the executive director. He promised to visit. He promised to visit vegan after the Holy Week with the other yung mga interested parties, because we really need the church back. For the first time, Bigueños will be observing Lent without their cathedral. It will be held outside. We had Christmas, wala yung simbahan. So
I can understand because putting it back together would have to follow certain special processes, right?
Yes.
Like you cannot use ordinary cement, Rizal cement, hindi po pwede, no? Because iba yung mga mortar na ginamit dyan sa mga bricks, This old churches were built differently than the way that we build things now. No? So we have to be true to their original structure. No?
That's right. That's right. So kaninang umaga, naglakad ulit ako. May ano yan may cordon, di ka pwedeng pumasok.
Kasi baka may mahulog,
Oo, kasi lumindol na naman dito the other day.
Yeah, How was it? Meron bang nasira ulit?
Wala naman. Kasi mild lang naman, 4.8 tsaka 5. One in the morning, one in the evening. All in one day. So,
one day.
and
a whole lot of shaking going on. But nabanggit mo kanina that there are more than 200 old houses.
Just about 200, yeah.
In vegan, but Where are these located? I know that there's a certain area called 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿𝘀 where, you know, the street, the
I'm right.
avenues are lined with old houses, but where else can people
Well,
see these old houses?
towards my right over here, if I look out the terrace of the hotel,
Mhm,
I'm right behind 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗀𝗏.
mhm,
I'm in Hotel Felicidad,
mhm.
which is owned by the mayor. And sa labas, cobblestones, tapos I'm surrounded by a lot of old houses. But just the other street, nandun lahat ng turista. Kasi nandun lahat ng curious shops, nandun lahat ng souvenir shops, nandun yung may mga maliliit na hotel doon. Napakaganda. The Crisologo has a certain sexy curve. So, yung belief nun, you have to walk it from end to end and back.
And
then-
how much time will that
To
take?
walk?
To walk around, to see everything that you have to see in that area.
About an hour and a half.
Mm.
Masiscale mo na lahat.
Oh.
It's a short ano lang naman. Pero every shop dapat puntahan mo dahil maganda talaga. It gives you a taste of the past. Parang you're back in 1700s in the time of 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗴𝗲𝗀 when he launched his revolt against the Spaniards.
We all know that 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗴𝗲𝗀 is an Ilocano.
He's an Ilocano. He had a short-lived revolt against the Spaniards, 1762 until 1763, and then it was taken over by his wife, si Gabriela Silang.
Gabriela. Were they both born in Vigan?
𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗴𝗲𝗀 was born in Caba, La Union, but he was schooled here in Vigan. He grew up here. And then Gabriela Silang is a local lass. So, naku, very rich history yun.
Oo nga. By the way, how is it pronounced? Is it Vigan or vegan?
Vegan.
Vegan.
Yes, the origin of the name vegan is derived from the gabi plant, the 𝗣𝗂𝗴𝗱. 𝗣𝗂𝗴𝗱. BIGAA. So, siguro na Hispanize, instead of bigaan, naging vegan. Yan. Sa Batangas, merong hacienda 𝗣𝗂𝗴. Katulad dito naman sa Vigan, in the olden times, napakarami yung halamang yun, yung 𝗣𝗂𝗴 plant.
Is that edible? It's gabi, right?
Yeah, it is edible.
Does it still exist? Does it still exist?
Yes, meron pa. The seal of the city shows the plant itself. So makikita mo.
So it's a tuber. It's a root crop that people still
I don't
eat
know if you can see
nowadays.
that. If you can see that plant there, the green. Yeah, that's the 𝗣𝗂𝗴𝗱 plant. Parang gabi yung dahon ng gabi.
Oh, okay.
So, interesting. In fact, yung simbahan, yung Catholic Church, before the Spaniards were here, the Chinese were here from Fujian province. So the cathedral itself, and I have not seen it in any other Catholic church, merong nakabantay na 2 food dog doon sa simbahan. The influence.
Wow, it's a marriage of two cultures.
Yeah, the influence of the Chinese over the Spaniards. Siguro nagkaroon sila ng agreement. Nandun, makikita mo.
So marami siguro na mga taga-vegan na may Chinese ancestry. Like earlier, you have said that there's a Sikia mansion in vegan. So,
Ano yan?
Chinese.
𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗱, parang Sikia.
Oh, it's not 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗱𝗲𝗂𝗴𝗃.
Hindi. The origin is 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗃 or 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗃. Nakita ko may parang plaque sila doon.
No, okay. So,
The more prominent family, the Sing-sons here, are Fujian in origin. They're Fujian Chinese in origin.
mhm.
Oh, and then very peculiar. If you go to another town here, the town of Kawayan, most of the surnames start with Q, like Kerubin. Si, di ba?
Ariel, is Ariel Caribbean from...
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Ang dami, Kiawit, Kodal,
Yason.
mga ganon, letter Q.
Gibson.
Kimson, maraming ganon.
Just like in there's a town in Iloilo, in Pasig, where everyone's surname starts with the letter P. I
Yes.
think that was
Palmares.
adopted by the Spaniards to make it renaming the natives easier.
That's right.
For
That's right.
census.
Correct. Teka muna, Ethel, nakapunta ka na ba dito sa Bigan?
Yes, I've been there. So, sabi mo, no, they can look at the city in an hour, but after walking for an hour, people are gonna get hungry. So what is there to eat in Vigan? And where do we eat in Vigan?
Bigenians are particularly proud of their longanisa.
Mhm.
There are several varieties, but there's one here in one barangay, they make the best longanisa. And believe you me,
Where is that? Where is that? Hello, tourists?
in Bigan, Bigan City.
What barangay? Which barangay?
Barangay Kapampangan.
Well, it's because it's the Kapampangan who makes that we, the Kapampangans, are famous for,
for their culinary prowess.
Yeah.
But now that you brought it up, there might be a connection why they make a lot of longanisa there. So pag gusto mo umorder ng bulk, doon ka pupunta. Pero meron akong natikman dito na yung dinuguan sa atin sa Manila, di ba? Tiga Manila tayo, Metro Manila. Yung dinuguan, ang part niya nun puto. Dito hindi, chicharon.
Wow, double.
Ilulubog mo yung chicharon sa dinuguan, nakainin mo.
I can imagine. Wow, chicharon.
Sa umaga nakikita ko yung mga bagnet din ni-deliver, naka-wheelbarrow yun. Niluluto yun sa mga bahay-bahay eh. Kasi dadalhin sa palengke, naka-wheelbarrow yun. Ang lalaki nun.
So if the best longanisa is in the Kapampangan village.
No, I'm not saying the best is there.
They make good longanisa. Where is the best bagnet?
Right in this street where I am. They make good everywhere there is good bagnet. There is good bagnet. It's almost the same flavor. Depende lang kung yung mga luto. Ang wina-warning lang sa iyo na, sir, may high blood ba kayo? Dahan-dahan lang, hindi kayo pwede umorder ng marami, konti lang.
Meron naman pong Lipitor, meron na atorbactine, meron naman pong amlodipine at losartan.
Losartan, which I take, di ba?
So, we have your longanisa, we have the bagnet, and what else do we eat there? The empanada.
Empanada.
I heard, and this is what I also observed, that the vegan empanada and the lawag empanada are different. How are they different?
Sa texture at saka sa laman. Yung vegan empanada may itlog yun, tapos mas malasa.
You're biased.
Kasi natikman ko rin yung sa lawag eh. I was just there yesterday. Bias na ako sa vegan. I've been here 2 years now. I've eaten most of their... Kanina I had abohos.
Oh, what is that?
For the very first time, I was there the vice mayor was there hosting some of his staff.
Uh-huh.
Tinawag ako, sabi niya, nakatingin ka na ba ng abohos? Hindi pa, but I've heard about it.
What is abohos?
Abohos is the egg of the termite.
Oh,
And it is believed to enhance the performance of the male species,
oh, it's like Viagra.
just like Viagra.
But where do you get termites?
Well, the termites, I think, don't live here.
Uh-huh.
They've given up on the wood here. Yung wood
So
dito,
where does one get termite eggs?
outside. So kanina, I tried it. It's very tasty. Yun.
Ano ba? Anong consistency niya?
Para siyang
Para bang raw ng egg, raw ng fish?
parang fried raw.
Oh, so it
Very tasty.
bursts in your mouth?
Hindi naman. It's fried so very tasty.
Crunchy?
Parang kang kumakain ng cornix.
Oh, okay. So it is served fried.
Semi-fried. It's like it's a little roast. It's not roast.
Sauteed.
Oh, parang ganun lang, saute lang ng konti.
No. And is there a restaurant where we can, order that?
I have not come across one here. I think it's really homemade lang eh.
Oh, what do you call that again? Termites eggs?
Abohos.
Abohos. Ayan.
ABOHOS.
Oo, so bucket list, abohos. If you are in vegan, there's nowhere else where you can get that. Abohos, look for it. So we have the vegan longanisa, the bagnet, the empanada. Oh, what else? I heard there's this delicacy, and the first time I went to vegan, we arrived early, okay, 3, 4 o'clock, we arrived early, and we had to wait for that boiling pot of beef innards and meat that they call the sinanglaw.
That's correct. You get that early morning, you go to the market, the plaza, it's in a big pot. And then, laman loob yun.
Oo.
Minsan nga, natawa ako. 3 pot yun, pare-pareho. Pero iba-iba ang presyo.
Bakit naman?
Yung isa, 50 pesos, isang bowl. Yung isa, 150 pesos, isang bowl. Yung pangatlo, 250 pesos, isang bowl.
At bakit?
Tinanong ko, Manang, pareho naman lahat yan eh. Bakit 50, 150, 250? Sir, hindi kayo tiga dito, no? Hindi. Yung 50, ordinary lang laman loob. Yung 150, yun niya, may kasamang matanong ng hayop. Okay. Aibo. Yung 250. Yung 250, yung sex organ ng hayop.
Ibang balls. Okay. Oo. So, parang soup number 5, kumbaga sa Chinese.
Yun pala yun.
Oo.
It's very tasty. But I avoid that, Ethel, because alam mo naman uric acid, citizen na ako. Nagpapakain nun mga bata pa.
Well, if you eat that in moderation, just to taste what it's all about, but it tastes like boiled beef, akin to pinapaitan without the pait.
Correct.
Of the Ilocanos as well.
Correct.
So, hindi siya mapait. It's a little bit, but it's not too sour. It's not even sour. You just have to put your calamansi to make it sour. But it's basically boiled beef. But if you eat it fresh, steaming hot, at 5 o'clock in the morning when you just arrived and so tired from traveling 6 to 8 hours.
Ay, very ano yun, very...
Wonderful.
Oo, yung the broth, the
Oo.
flavor, it's a very... It rejuvenates you.
Oo. And after that, you can, you know, go around vegan, no? When daylight comes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oo. So, ano pa ang meron sa vegan na kakainin? I'm really interested in the food. So, you have the pakbet, di ba?
Ordinary lang yun. Meron isang
Sinabi
food,
lang ang pakbet.
meron isang food, natikmang kulong dun sa restaurant ni Mayor,
Mhm.
si Mayor Bonito. It's called the Pipian. I'm sure, I think I talked to you about this already.
Oh, what is pipian? For the benefit of our audience, what is
Pipian
pipian?
is like a parang kare-kare, rice with chicken. Pero the main ingredient is the epazote herb from Mexico.
Epazote herb of Mexico.
Yes.
Do we have to import that or
No, it's grown here
is it being
already.
cultivated in vegan?
No, it's grown here already.
Mhm.
But only a few know how to make that. You go outside
Can we buy
vegan.
plants? Can we buy the plant?
Yes, you can. You can.
Alright.
You
And
can.
where is that? Where in vegan can we buy the plant of
Get it
epazote?
in a certain area in the market.
Mhm.
In fact, the mayor brought some back to Manila and sent it to a known chef.
Mhm.
She didn't know what to do with it. I was told that she didn't know what to do with it. But yun, it has a peculiar flavor, parang lemongrass, pero hindi mo
And how is it cooked? Does it have a broth? Is it saucy? Is it dry?
it's parang how should I say it? Parang kare-kare, parang ganun eh.
So may sauce na malapot?
Malapot, oh. Tapos rice and chicken, may chicken.
Oh.
Napakasarap nun. Hindi lahat alam gawin yun eh.
Saan kami makakakain ng pipian dyan sa vegan?
Sa Casa Vicente.
Okay.
Casa Vicente is the extension office of City Hall.
So is it a big place? Can everyone be accommodated there? Is it always open?
It's not a public place now. It's a private place.
Oh, private dining.
Yes, the mayor entertains callers there because sometimes he has callers as much as 100 at the same time, no?
Also, the public cannot just go there and order food.
Dati ganon, public restaurant eh. Ngayon, after the pandemic, sarado na. So, naging...
How about in the other restaurants? Do they serve pipian?
Meron. A few have it. But not as tasty as how the mayor's cook does it.
Mayor, 𝗣𝗂𝗴𝗱.
Oo, kailangan pumunta ka dito para matikman mo.
Well, I heard there's another chicken that they torture first before cooking. The one with so you beat the chicken
With the ting-ting. With the
and then
ting-ting.
there's blood that forms in the flesh of the chicken. What is that called?
Yung ba yung pinikpikan?
Ayan. Is that a vegan food?
I'm not sure. I'm hearing this for the first time now. Parang pinapalo yun ng ting-ting na slowly. Oo.
It's not commonly served in vegan.
Hindi. The other one I've tasted is the 𝗕𝗹. The Ilocanos called 𝗕𝗹. Those are baby clams. That are kilawin. The baby clams. Napakasarap.
Is that a freshwater clam or a saltwater clam?
Saltwater clam. The baby clam. Yeah.
Okay.
So that explains why I put on some weight.
Uh-huh. This is making me hungry. But before we really get hungry, let us greet.
Commercial?
Batiin muna natin ang ating mga nakikinig na naglalaway na ngayon. Okay? Ferdinand. Wow, Ferdinand Enriquez, magandang gabi sa iyo.
Hello, Ferdinand.
Sabala, good evening. Hold on so that I am not craning my neck. Okay. Maneka Herse Tolentino, good evening. Argus Roy, who's watching from Saudi Arabia. Magandang gabi, Argus Roy. Cyrene Pablo is saying hello to you as well, Leslie.
Hello.
Emeng Srigan. Naku, Doc, huwag kang aasa sa NHCP kasi iyong 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗴𝗲𝗀 extension. Ano to eh? Sa Cavite. Extension? Sobrang hindi maganda na ang pag-ayos. Okay. So, yun. May nagreklamo po na taga Cavite. Yung daw 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗴𝗲 ay not well done. Alright. Roxanne Cosco, maganda gabi sa iyo. Sir Leslie, sabi ni Cyrene Pablo.
Yes.
Yung pakbet pizza, di mo pa ba natikman sa nag-move? Nag-move ang aking pakbet pizza daw sa Lawag. Oo. Si Mr. Bocobo ay nasa vegan, but you know, they're adjacent.
Natikman ko po yun, yung pinakbet pizza sa Lawag, sa Paway. Meron din kami dito sa vegan, doon sa Cafe Leona, merong pinakbet pizza. Masarap rin yun.
By the way, I would like to greet my friend, Miss Sigrid Salukup Mackenzie. I think they have a place there near the Paway Church in Lawag. So Lawag is near vegan, so you can also visit that.
Ang dami mong nakapanood pala, Ethel.
Oo. Masarap din, Mickey.
Yes, I forgot.
So how is it different from Mickey in other places, like Mickey in Batangas, Mickey in Cavite, Mickey in Cabanatuan? What makes the Mickey of vegan special?
Ang laki ng noodle at saka very heavy yung hindi ko maintindihan, basta iba talaga yung flavor, alam mo na.
So
I eat that here once in a while, the Mickey. That's right.
Mickey.
There are other foods that I've tasted.
Audit Diaz says, good evening, Doc Ethel and Boss Leslie, watching from Rosario, Batangas.
Uy,
Yan, from Rosario, Batangas. Okay. What is our topic for tonight now? Hacking. Somebody was claiming that her Twitter account was hacked, so that
oh no.
so many unsavory things about the harming the First Lady was posted in her Twitter account. So, but you have to prove that you were hacked. Okay.
Yeah.
Pakita naman kay Mr. Bocobo kung saan ang naging sentro ng mga katipunero sa Ilocos. Plus sino ang mga leader ng katipunero dyan sa vegan. Nako, tall order. Pakitanong daw, sabi ni Emeng Srigan.
Si Diego Silang ang pinakaunang revolusyonaryo na Ilocano na nakipaghimagsikan sa mga Kastila nung taong 1762 hanggang 1763 kumampi siya sa mga Ingles, no? Kasi he saw the cruelty of the Spaniards, no? But originally he was with the Spaniards, then he joined the English. Nagkaroon ng digmaan between Spain and England dito. Pinapatay siya ng mga Kastila using a friend in the name of Miguel Vicos. He was a mestizo. aided by a local guy na kaibigan niya, si Mr. Pedro Bekbek. He was shot at the back.
He was assassinated.
He was assassinated, he was murdered, and he died in the arms of his wife, si 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗲. Ito, inutos ng simbahan, ng mga praile, kasi he was very outspoken against the cruelty of the
Spaniards. That
and,
would, that would make a very good movie.
he made a very good movie. But parang sad to say, nakalimutan si Diego Silang eh. He's not as prominent as Gabriela Silang. I guess because she continued at a longer time the revolt against the Spaniards,
Well, I guess that her being a woman adds to the novelty. So that, people, yes, it's exceptional, no?
Yes.
For her.
At one point kasi, Diego Silang was appointed governor of the Ilocos. This was before Ilocos Norte and Ilocos Sur split. Recently, Ilocos Sur celebrated the Canawidan Festival. It was the day when Ilocos Sur broke away from Ilocos Norte. But before that, in the time of Diego Silang, he was appointed as governor of the Ilocos. It was spelled with the letter Y. So isa lang ang Ilocos nun.
So he was not actually someone who was marginalized and decided to lead an uprising. He had a position.
Yes. It was the British that appointed him. And then the Spaniards frowned at it. So they had him eliminated. It's all written in history. So we want to give more prominence also to Mr. Diego Silang, no? Short-lived, just a year, 1762. Ethel, I wanted to show you something.
Yes. But what is it?
You see that?
Yeah, it's a passport. Wow. So do we need to apply for a passport in order to enter vegan? And do we have to bring our graduation picture?
Ateneo, San Beda, Lasal.
No, that's Maroon. That's UP.
Maroon. Allow me to plug the mayor. He's been mayor since June. The mayor is Jose Bonito Singson Jr., the younger brother of Chavit Singson. He's now the mayor of Vigan City. And I work with the mayor. I work for the mayor. One of his projects, his legacy projects, one of them is the Tranvia. He's going to put a Tranvia, which will go around the perimeter area of Vigan and the other neighboring towns. Okay. Alam mo yung San Francisco cable car?
Yes.
Yung Tranvia, kasi pag ginugol mo yung Lisbon tram, old Lisbon trams, Lisbon, Portugal, makikita mo yung lugar nila, yung kalye nila, parang vegan talaga, cobblestone tsaka narrow. Pero may Tranvia dumadaan dun, nagkakasalubong pa. So sabi ni Mayor, if Lisbon can do it, vegan can do it. So now he's looking for a contractor to build a Tranvia system in Metro Vegan.
Wow. And that's going to be electric.
Well, no. This is the part. It will be battery operated.
But the battery is going to be charged what? Solar?
Well, solar. Parang it's like a Tesla. It's like a Tesla car. It looks old on the outside, but modern technology is inside. Battery operated. The thrust, the dream of the mayor is to eliminate the influx of vehicles inside Vigan. Nagkakaproblema, ang dami. You can only park outside, and then Vigan will be a walkable city. Tapos may Tranvia, merong parking area, merong pang tricycle, ganon. Kasi dito, walang jeepney dito, walang jeepney.
That's a very good idea because the smoke, the carbon dioxide from the emission of vehicles can cause the corrosion of
Yes.
the old edifices. No?
Oo.
Yung mga walls,
Yeah.
it turns acidic no?
Oo.
So it can cause the degradation and corrosion of the old buildings. So it's a good idea to limit the emission to a minimum, and the idea of bringing in a tranvia is a very good.
And this one also.
Yeah. So what is that passport all about?
This is a passport.
Ah.
Parang totoong pasaporte yan.
So,
Example ito. This will be for tourists.
and how do we get that?
It is not a merong disclaimer doon nakalagay. This is intended for Vegan City tourism purposes only.
So what is that? Anong purpose niyan?
Kunyari, turista ako, makakabili ako dito ng ganito. For siguro ang presyo is 500 pesos. Meron ka ng bayong na merong longganisa, isang dosena, may Abel Ilocos ka na cloth, meron ka sigurong balakutsa, yung parang sugar. Tapos meron meron kang isang goodie bag yun, no?
Sukang Ilocos.
And then suka Ilocos. And then parang may pages din ng totoong passport. Yung mga establishments ng city, mga restaurant, hotel, mag-i-stamp sila every time you buy something. And then merong point system. Maganda ang idea ni Mayor. This will be launched sometime next month, April 23, I think.
In time for the tourist season, sayang, Kasi Lenten season, talagang
Maganda ito. It's a novel idea for tourism, and then it gives you Quickie Ilocano.
Okay.
And then it tells you about vegan city events, and then it shows you about the famous sons and daughters of vegan. Nandyan si Gabriela Silang, Padre Jose Burgos of the Gomburza Martyrdom, Josefa Leona de los Reyes, Ventura de los Reyes, marami, Elpidio Quirino, Mena Crisologo, the very first governor of Ilocos Sur. So
really, the Ilocanos have very strong-willed women.
Matapang ang mga Ilocana. You do not cross their path because they will surely. So yan, pina-plug ko na ito.
So that will be available after the Lenten season?
Before April, April 20.
After na, because
23 after na.
Yan, until April 9, Easter Sunday.
Magagamit mo lang ito within Vegan City. Outside, hindi na pwede.
Pwede sa lawag.
Hindi pwede. Parang, di ba pagpunta ka sa isang famous coffee shop, nakuha ka ng planner dahil stars na.
And may expiration ba yan?
Wala.
Stamp today.
Wala. Pag naubos na yung stamp na nalagay na sa mga pages, di papalitan mo.
Kasi some tourists stay only for 2-3 days.
Correct.
And then, hindi pa siya filled up. Pwede ko ba sa vegan po pwedeng to continue where we left off?
Yes, of course. It's more of a souvenir lang. Souvenir.
Wow.
So, very exciting. Yun. Ethel, you have to come here and visit.
Yeah, I should. Now, this is a question asked by many Gen Zs, Gen X. May nightlife ba sa vegan?
Yes and no.
Bakit? Yes and no. Explain.
Yes, pero limited ang pupuntahan mo. Sa Calle Crisologo, merong isang there less than 5 bars that you can go to. But if you really want nightlife, you go outside vegan, you know. You go to San Juan, La Union.
Oh, but that's far.
That's far. You go to the other cities. What you have to describe? What do you mean by nightlife?
Like, are there
Inuman?
clubs wherein tourists can have a drink or two,
Meron.
watch a band play, be entertained?
Meron. Tonight as we speak, Calle Crisologo is hosting a lot of tourists. They bring out their chairs and tables al fresco style. Magpi-people watching ka doon. And you can order your wine, you can order your beer, and then you can get your food. But again, vegan, controlled ang kasi hindi masyadong maingay dito, tahimik dito.
May curfew ba? Like, what time do the establishments close?
Usually 12 midnight.
Midnight.
Depende sa turista. Pag merong gusto pang umorder o kumain, pwede bukas. May mga hotel naman dito, may mga coffee shop. And it makes any tourist feel safe because every now and then you see a tourist police going around in their mountain bike,
that's good.
checking on the peace and order situation. Tapos merong Guardia Civil din. Naka-uniform yung Guardia Civil.
Talaga? Ang tanong ko pa ay, nakalimutan ko yung itatanong ko. So sa Lenten season, sa Holy Week, may bukas, no? Baka naman, ay Holy Week, sarado. Sarado, pero I don't, when you mean, maraming turista sa Holy Week. Bakit sarado?
Yung inuman, kainan?
Yeah, restaurants. So the shops, are they going to be open? Because
Bukas yun kasi maraming turista pupunta dito.
Oo. How about the restaurants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vegan is a very Catholic, it's a very Catholic city. They observe the old tradition is here. The old Spanish. My first time here, I heard a Spanish word which I have not heard in a long time. And the last time I heard it was when my grandparents were talking to each other. And the word is the word enseguida.
Enseguida. Well, that is a Spanish word which I hear quite often.
Up to now?
Enseguida is right away, diba?
Right away, immediately. I remember when my grandmother used to order my grandfather. She would say, Jorge, enseguida. See.
Okay, since it's going to be the Holy Week, are there special shows like in the provinces? They have passion plays.
Meron yan.
Okay, reading of the Passion. No, do they have that in is there a special event?
Meron.
To that in vegan?
Sa plaza, they will hold a huge pabasa, a procession ng mga the usual procession of yung mga statwa, yung si Jesus Christ, yung Mother Mary, and then they're preparing that now. And you will see the old people dressed in their old costume.
That would be something to see. Like Vegan is an old town, and I can imagine how grand the carrozas will be from the old houses.
It will be, especially this Holy Week. Last year, medyo control pa ang, di ba? Ngayon, open na. So, talagang...
That's usually Good Friday. You have the carrozas all out from, the big, illustrious families.
Punong-puno ang kalye on Holy Week. In fact, ang lakad ng mga tao ganyan, dikit na. Marami.
Okay. So, that's people, no? Vegan is there, and then after vegan, you can go to the other cities like Lawag, go down to La Union, or go up to
Yes.
up ba ang Baguio, or
Yes, yes, pa ganon.
go to Baguio, no?
Okay.
And on your way down from Baguio, you can probably go to 𝗕𝗂𝗴𝗲𝗿𝘀, Isabela, to the Central Plains like 𝗕𝗂𝗡𝗃, to Bulacan, and then back to Manila.
Pumunta ka dito kasi, Ethel. Dalin mo yung dalawa kong pamangkin.
Yeah, Leslie is my primo.
Di ba?
Yeah, that would be really interesting, exciting, no? But really, time flies when you're having fun. Sabi ng ating
Final words na po.
final words na raw. Ayan, so Leslie, I'm giving you the floor.
Well, good evening to viewers and listeners. I'm speaking to you right here in Vegan City. Vegan City is open to tourism, and it's a safe place to be at, and we're waiting for you. So thank you very much, Dr. Ethel Pineda, for inviting me here.
My pleasure.
I miss doing this, and I'll see you again soon. Maraming salamat po.
Yeah, I think that people miss our not so late, too late nights.
Should
So
do
we
that.
should be doing that again, because this is bitin. Definitely, Leslie, this is bitin. So we should resume our usual, what we used to do. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have time, no, wala pa kayong nasa-set na plano for this coming Holy Week, please do visit Vegan, because I've been there and it's such a charming place with really hospitable people, nice
Yung mga lumang tao ng Vegan dati.
Yes. Tell us what that is. Quickly, what is that brand?
The plaza, yung mga lumang tao sa plaza, ganyan sila dati.
Lumang tao. Sabi ni Leslie, you can walk at nights. Baka pagka naglalakad kayo, makasalubong niya yung mga lumang tao na yan.
Pwede rin. May mga apparition. Anyway, thank you, Ethel. Thank you to
Alright. Okay.
Radyo Bandido, DZR.
That is our touristy show for tonight, and we hope that you enjoyed it, and we are encouraging you to visit our own country, not just people go to Hong Kong or to Switzerland or to wherever during the Holy Week, but do visit our provinces. I'm sure that you will enjoy them as well. Bago magpunta sa labas, huwag maging dayuhan sa sariling bayan. Diyan lamang po mga kaibigan, at magkikita tayo muli next week, and tomorrow nandito po si Attorney Darwin Cañete at si Attorney Tom Berenguer, at manood din po sa susunod na programa kasama ang si Bernard Tan, iba pang mga shows dito sa DZRJ. Like and share. Thank you so much and good night.
Bye-bye.
Pugad Vloggers, ang kurap titirisin, sa loob sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers.